Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another tutorial from the My Property app. Today we're going to be looking at your area research tab. Now the area research is a very important part of being a professional investor. You need to understand, does the area make sense, make financial sense for rentals? And that's why we've included this calculation onto the app. So to get to the area research calculator, you go here to area analysis. It'll then open up your gross yield calculator. On the top left here, you've got add new. So if you click add new, you will have an area name. So let's say, for example, you're looking at Berea. Right, the average rental for a 2-bedroom property in Berea might be about, let's call it 5,500. So 2 beds. The average purchase price of a 2-bedroom might be around the 200,000 Rand mark. Bath, let's say 1 bath, and then the delinquency rate. Now this is very important. This is the rate at which a tenant might default in a specific area. Now remember, when you're looking at a rental property, yes, the rent is important, the expenses are important, but you also need to know what's the risk of the property being vacant, because if the property is vacant, there is no tenant, there is no income, it's not a good deal. Now the delinquency rate based on the TPN report that I pulled in Berea is around 8 to 10%, so let's say 10% conservatively. So here we've worked out the gross yield as well as the effective yield. Now the gross yield is your rental times 12 divided by your purchase price. That is an indication that it might be positive cash flow. Anything above 15% is generally good. That's why we've circled this in a green bar. The effective yield is taking the gross yield plus the delinquency rate. So it's essentially reducing the gross yield by the delinquency rate, because remember, the delinquency rate is the risk, right? So now we'll save it, and let's add one more. Let's say we're going to look at Boksburg. Right, the average rental for a 2-bed is, let's say, 6,500 for a 2-bed. Average purchase price of 480,000 Rand, 1 bath. And the delinquency rate, let's imagine that it's a little bit higher. Let's say it's around the 16% mark. Now, although the gross yield here, as you can see, is over 15%, which is why it's in the green field, it's green for go, the delinquency rate is so high that it's brought the effective yield into the yellow. It's brought it down to 13.6%, because basically what we're saying here is the gross yield is 16%, but if you take into account the risk of the area, it's actually 13%. You can save. And essentially what you can do here is we've looked at 3 areas, Berea, Boksburg, and Sandton, and you can see from a very high level which is the best area from a rental point of view. From a gross yield point of view, Berea is definitely the best, followed by Boksburg and then Sandton. From an effective yield point of view, Berea is still the best because it's got the lowest delinquency rate for the highest gross yield. So this would then be an area that you could quite comfortably say, I've done my due diligence, I've done my research, this is the area I want to invest in from a rental point of view. I hope that was helpful and useful. If you have any more questions, please go and check out our frequently asked questions. Otherwise, go look at the other tutorials that we've created, or alternatively email us on support@myapp.property.online. And until next time, happy investing.